So today I want to recap Oklahoma thumping South Dakota and all that's coming up after the ball.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. I'm actually on the 7th floor at Memorial Stadium, and if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you what it looks like from up here because it's actually pretty cool. So, Oklahoma dispatched South Dakota, the Coyotes, 70-14. For those of you that didn't watch the pay-per-view, didn't buy the pay-per-view, I want to be able to tell you that you missed something, but you really didn't, unless you wanted to stick around for the Spencer Rattler show, which we'll get into. But the game started off like we all thought it would, with back-to-back punts. So you had South Dakota stop Oklahoma. Oklahoma punts the ball away. South Dakota gets to a 4th and like really short, and I thought, hey, they got to go for it. I mean, they got nothing to lose here, and what do? They punt. And not only did I think they were going to punt, clearly Oklahoma thought they were going to punt because they sent out a defense that was, 10 of the starters plus CeeDee Lamb in the back, right? Coincidentally, CeeDee Lamb ends up having one hell of a day. 144 yards receiving. He had one catch that I'm still not sure how he actually caught that, but it was a deep pass from Jalen Hurts to his left, and that looked really good. And while I'm talking about Jalen Hurts, check this out. My man went 14 of 18 for 259 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air. Added 47 yards rushing on 8 carries. Now, what is interesting about all of this is simultaneous to this game, Texas is playing LSU. So I looked at the box score, and in the first half, at one point, Sam Ehlinger had thrown 7 incompletions. Jalen Hurts has thrown 7 incompletions in 2 games, just to tell you how good he has been taking care of the football and how good the guys on the other end of his passes have been catching the football. But outside of that, he only had 100-yard rusher, and that was Ramondre Stevenson, and he needed to do that in the second half. Now that's interesting because Oklahoma put up 736 yards of offense in this one, which is not a small number. I gotta look, but I think they still managed to average better than 10 yards per play. I gotta check that one out. Okay, drawbacks. The offensive line did not look great. As a matter of fact, 4 of the first 5 penalties, and there were 12 for 96 yards, came from the offensive line. I think RJ Proctor had like 2 of them to start. Now, Marquise Hayes did not play in this one, didn't dress out. So that meant Eric Swinson was getting the start at left tackle. RJ Proctor was getting the start in his natural position of left guard. So I'm thinking, okay, this is fine. This is actually the way that Bill Bedenbaugh said that he wanted to draw it up before, Eric Swinson got banged up. And then I saw Eric Swinson just getting destroyed by an FCS defensive end, which means that anybody that's got an edge rusher this season could take advantage of that, or you're going to have to move RJ Proctor back out there, get Marquise Hayes back in at left guard, which is probably a more likely scenario. And if you ain't got to play Marquise Hayes against an FCS opponent, you don't want to do that. Still, would have loved to seen a much more crisp and clean offensive line. Didn't get to see a whole lot of that. That said, they still rushed for over 300 yards, and they had over 400 yards passing, so whatever. But it's South Dakota, and to speak on this for just a second, you only get 12 of these, right? And then you might get to play in a conference championship game, you might get to play in the playoffs, so forth, so on. But I think every one of them has to count. Now, we'll do the thing where we do analysis of Division I opponents and kind of throw out this game because the stats are all over the place. I mean, toward the end of the game, we got Spencer Rattler going 4 of 4 for 50 yards, had 2 carries, 15 yards, threw a TD pass to Trajan Bridges. Matter of fact, the puppy offense at the end was the reason to buy this pay-per-view. So you got to see Austin Stogner, Trajan Bridges on one side, Theo Weiss on the other side, Marcus Major in the back, Spencer Rattler calling plays. Everybody looked good. EJ and Ogar out there at guard. And I believe I saw Stacey Wilkins at left tackle, but again, this is a rapid recap, and I'm going to check on this for the analysis that I'll do later on. Also wanted to get to, wow, band is loud, and that's awesome. So 7 red zone attempts, 7 scores. Also really good. You held South Dakota to 0-9 on 3rd down, which is monster because Oklahoma was pitching a shutout until Alex Springs pulled out the starters. And you got outstanding play from your defense, right? Brendan Radley Hiles finally had the kind of game that everybody, myself included, wanted to see him have. The dude had a pick, he had a touchdown, he had tackle for loss, he had a fumble recovery. Have a day, Brendan Radley Hiles. The caveat, again, FCS opponent, whatever. Did you want to see him break out, or did you want to see him break out? You don't get to pick when he breaks out. Jaden Davis also had a pick toward the end of the game. Good look for him. Neville Gallimore looked good in the middle. I'm starting to really love this defensive tackle position for Grinch because he's got the nose guard, he's got defensive tackle, he's got defensive end. Defensive tackles are Jalen Redmond, they're LaRon Stokes, they're Ronnie Perkins. They're all guys that you absolutely want to see play ball.
Really loved that.
What else did I want to get to in this? Rattler's only scoring drives, 10 plays, 76 yards toward the end. Again, looked really, really good. The participation report is gonna be super friggin' lit after this one. A lot of guys played games. There was a lot of players on the field for Oklahoma. Man, that's all right. Screw that. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can't get this going. That was awesome, and I hope that, I got it on film. We're gorilla in this thing, man. I need to get back in the studio. Deuces.